Dominicans welcome back the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit. The Inland Revenue Division advises to file early and online, and plans are underway for the expansion of the banana industry. Thank you for joining us on another edition of National Focus. I'm Kerdisha St. Louis.
And I'm Kimani. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after the break.
Destroying mosquito breeding sites. The Aedes aegypti mosquito that causes dengue fever, chikungunya and Zika lives in and around homes and places where people gather. Check your premises on a weekly basis for any collection of water inside and outside that may encourage breeding of mosquitoes. Here's a checklist to help you search and destroy mosquito breeding sites. Empty or cover up all water containers, especially plastic buckets and drums. Clean up discarded containers, plastic bags and coconut shells. Get rid of tires or use them to plant flowers. Empty and clean containers used by pets. Throw away water in plant saucers and dish drainers. Use wet sand in flower vases instead of water. Clean your roof gutters and drains. Spread oil on pools of water. Cover and seal septic tanks, soakaways and water storage tanks. Fill concrete block holes with sand or concrete. Ensure all manholes are properly sealed. Ensure that all drum covers fit securely. Punch holes in cans before disposing. Help keep Dominica clean and healthy. Stop breeding mosquito today. Keep Zika away.
Thanks for staying with us. Friends, family, supporters, and well-wishers converged on the Canefield Airport on Tuesday to welcome back their honorable leader, who returned home with an honorary doctorate from the lovely professional university in Punjab, India. Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit met a massive crowd, which he confessed was a surprise to him. He nevertheless admitted to loving the scene and atmosphere at the airport.
There is no better feeling in the world than to know that that which you have done for others is warmly and sincerely appreciated. I want to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, that whatever I do for you. And this afternoon, from the bottom of my heart, I say to you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
In his absence, Honorable Justina Charles acted as Prime Minister. She welcomed him home, describing him as the most transformational leader in the island's history.
This university, rated among its peers as a transformational university, observed the transformational achievements of our Prime Minister and decided that he was worthy to have the degree Doctor of Literature conferred on him.
She praised him as a humble man, but nevertheless encouraged him not to shy away from greatness. She ended with this passionate prayer for the Honorable Prime Minister.
We pray, oh God, that the blood of Jesus cover you every day. We pray, Dr. Skerrit, that you will continue to live with us and work for us. May God continue to bless him and his family.
The Honorable Education Minister, Peter Seja, who is also President of the Dominica Labour Party, drew attention to the Honorable Prime Minister's sacrifices.
You received a World Bank Fellowship to pursue a doctoral degree at Columbia University. But then came a knock on your door, and the people of Vegas called on you to serve. You then sacrificed your personal ambition to fulfill the aspirations of your people. That is why lovely professional university has distinguished you with an honorary doctorate in literature. What you gave to others, now you, Honorable Prime Minister, you have received.
His Excellency Ambassador to Venezuela Philbert Aaron and the Public Relations Officer of the DLP sought to explain to the public why the Honorable Prime Minister was deserving of such an award. He described Honorable Skerrit as a world-class leader.
When I was invited to join his team as the first national coordinator of ALBA in the office of the Prime Minister, me as a specialist in leadership, I decided right there and then to take the opportunity to observe Roosevelt Skerrit closely and to make him my #1 subject of study and never to take my eyes off him. Tonight, however, I tip my hat to you, Doctor, and I make no apologies in telling you, doctor to doctor, I learned more from Roosevelt Skerrit than any university professor that I have had.
Amidst all of this, the Honorable Prime Minister believes firmly that the accolades which he has received, including his honorary degree, reflects on the entire island.
It was a very moving experience for me to stand as leader of one of the smallest populated countries of the world and be recognized and acknowledged by the intellectual leaders of the largest populated country in the world, India. I was amazed at how much they knew about Dominica. I was inspired by the high regard with which they hold the governance of this beautiful country. This evening, I say to you, my fellow Dominicans, walk tall, hold your heads high. This country is respected by many. This country is admired by many. This country is revered by many. This award bears the name Roosevelt Skerrit, but it is in honor of the people of the Commonwealth of Dominica.
As usual, Honorable Dr. Skerrit uses every opportunity to call Dominicans to unite to work for the good of the entire nation. He recommitted himself to the same work.
I shall celebrate this achievement by working harder in the service of Dominica and its wonderful people. I want you to do the same, ladies and gentlemen. Believe in this country, uphold its laws, respect its institutions. We have a wonderful island to build. We have the next generation to mold. Let us use the occasion of this international recognition to recommit ourselves to the cause of nation building.
Ultimately, the Honorable Prime Minister insists that he be called a Skerrit as normal.
It's tax season and the Inland Revenue Division is helping taxpayers file online and on time. The division is both teaching and registering taxpayers at their traveling tax e-filing clinics. So far, these clinics have been taken to 4 large employers, ideally those with over 100 employees. On Tuesday, GIS News attended one of those clinics at Clay Harbor, Dominica in Canefield. Revenue Officer Mitchell Etienne was registering a taxpayer to file her taxes entirely online.
But this is a brand new website which allows you basically to just enter your information, and from there the system will do the rest. Okay. So all of the calculations, all of the complexities have been basically jotted down to just a click of a button.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
By the end of the tutorial, Chanel was registered and able to file her taxes online.
Welcome to the e-filing system.
Thank you.
Glad to have you on board.
Great.
That's right.
Newly registered e-tax filer Lee Garraway spoke with GIS News about his experience.
It was new to me. I haven't heard much about it, so it was all kind of new to me basically. This is the actual first time that I've done it online.
He admits that filing his taxes the old-fashioned way posed some challenges.
I've done it before, but majority of the time someone did it for me. As to how we're actually doing it, before I understood it. However, as time passed by, I haven't done it for a while. So it was kind of, I would say, troublesome for me. So I was make somebody else do it for me.
He compared the old way to the fully electronic method.
Well, online seems pretty straightforward. When I did it with them, they basically showed me how to do it, and it looked like, well, it kind of calculated everything for you one time, and it wasn't as, I'll say it, troublesome to me, the fact that I have to bring it to the company. However, it was just done online, and it was quite easy and simple for me. It was just, here you have the information provided to you, just put into your information and boom, done.
Garraway says that the option of filing online works better with his schedule. Wadsworth Charles is responsible for educating the public about taxpayer services. He described the thinking behind the traveling e-filing clinic.
We noticed that since we have implemented the e-filing service, we have not been getting the response that we anticipated. So what we are really doing right now is trying to reach out, do outreach to our clients so that we could make the process a bit easier for them. Because we have noticed that a lot of them, they are not feeling as comfortable going online to file as opposed to the physical return. Because a lot of people are adverse to change. So we are saying that we're going to come out to them, or get them registered and assist them to file so they can see how easy the process is.
The registration and filing process takes just about 10 minutes.
To register is just like registering for an email account. So you just put your personal information like your name, your address, date of birth, your street address, and then the only additional thing we would need to verify that you're the client that we're dealing with is your photo ID. So we require a national photo ID so that we can do our due diligence in the background.
So far, the division has reformed the taxpayers of 4 large employers and have 8 left on the agenda.
We are very satisfied with the response we are getting. We feel that it was worth our while to come out to our clients because what we find is that a lot of people, because we are not doing outreach, they don't have the confidence to do their taxes on their own. So normally when the filing period comes, they normally come up to us last minute, maybe on the 30th or the 31st to file their taxes. So right now we're promoting that they file earlier and that they file online. So the response we're getting is pretty good. Hopefully next year we will not have to go out to as many businesses as we do this year.
Employers are invited to request the training for their staff. Meantime, online filers can contact the help desk for help with filing. The Internal Revenue Division is working on simple video tutorials which will be embedded on the e-filing website. A live chat option may also be introduced. Meantime, the message from the Inland Revenue, as usual, is always file early.
So with the online filing system, you can file anytime, anywhere, and you can also pay online. So we want to encourage you all to get registered and to file online and file early, because if you file early, we can pay you whatever refunds early, or if you have any payables, any amounts outstanding for us, you could also pay it and not face any penalties. Because if you file late or you pay late, there are certain penalties that you're going to face.
The deadline is March 31st.
In other news, the Honorable Minister for Youth, Sports and Constituency Empowerment, Justina Charles, is reminding citizens of the importance of local government to the positive development of communities. She was speaking as Acting Prime Minister at the 7th inaugural meeting of the Trafalgar, Shawford and Fokane Village Council on Monday.
Local authorities play a pivotal role in the provision of valuable support for governance and development at the community level. Their responsibilities may appear simple, but must not be taken lightly.
The then acting Prime Minister had this message to all residents of Dominica who have village councils in their communities.
I appeal to all residents to assist your council. Continue to support your government. Let us work together to develop our communities and in so doing develop our beautiful country, Dominica.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Welcome back. The Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Johnson Drygo, has revealed that plans are underway to expand the banana industry. Last week, GIS News visited several farms with the Honorable Minister in Castle Bruce. In that part of the country, 14 farmers received 11,000 plants, totaling 16 acres of land cultivated. These farmers are part of government's pilot project to revitalize the banana industry. Honorable Drygo informed that farmers have received instructions for expansion of the banana subsector.
We told the farmers who are receiving the plantlets that we would require of them to provide plants for additional farmers going forward. We are seeing the cooperation. We will put the structure in place for expanding the subsector by giving additional farmers plants so that we will maintain the sector. Eventually, when the pilot program is over, we expect our farmers to continue maintaining their farms on their own, because they will be earning enough funds to buy their inputs and their chemicals and to pay farm workers to assist them in their farms so that we can expand the sector.
The Agriculture Minister and Project Officer for the pilot project, as well as the Extension Officer for the Castle Bruce area, are extremely pleased with the efforts of farmers so far and have no doubt that their efforts will lead to growth of the industry.
The farmers are doing great, and I believe that they have the ability to expand, to bring the banana industry back up. So far, it is a success, and it will continue to be a success. The farmers are hardworking. The extension unit here in Castle Bruce, we are willing to work with them. We go in the full way, and we're going to bring it back up.
Currently, farmers are receiving inputs and other forms of support from the project. Project Officer Lench Favrier says not only are these farmers expected to assist with the expansion of other farms, but their own farms should realize growth.
When I look at the results now, I am very happy with what I see. I see very nice bunching. I see the farmers, the first batch was planted somewhere in the region of the end of July. And some of the advanced plants began bunching as early as January, and there were 8, 9, even 10 bunches. And we can expect production, say, from late March, early April, and we expect at least probably a box per bunch. The project is providing support in terms of inputs and technical support to the farmers until production. So until production, and at that point we expect the farmers when they sell their bananas to have the ability to continue to expand their production and to have the necessary cash flow to continue their business.
And that's news. McPherson St. Luce is up next with Creole Highlights.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non moi c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, Premier Ministre Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, c'est un homme qui est bien formidable. Parole celle-là sorti du ministre de l'Éducation Honorable Peter Saint-Jean, au ligne de l'honneur Doctorate que Premier Ministre a reçu hors plus grande université en Inde.
Moi, je veux dire aussi qu'un homme, ça c'est un homme qui a une vision. Et c'est un homme qui a pris une décision qui a bénéficié pays là. Et moi, je veux faire nous changer qu'il est Premier ministre Roosevelt Skerrit prend une décision pour nous venir pas en Alba, il y a l'homme en Dominique en position, il dit que ça c'est quelque chose qui était dangereux. Aussi, nous établir relation avec PRC, ça c'est pays Chine, c'est moun sa yo di ki Roosevelt Skerrit, Premier Ministre, pas pour faire ça. Mais moi, je le dis, Roosevelt Skerrit, c'est un jeune petit boy, vieux case. Il attendait l'école en vieux case. Il attendait grand l'école, grand temps, Portsmouth Secondary School. Il attendait l'école Grammar School. Il attendait Clifton Dupini Technical College. Aussi, il attendait l'université en Mexico. Et nous voyons qui les rentré en politique, nom ça là commencé travail ba Dominique. Il était ministre sport, il était ministre éducation et sport, aussi il était ministre affaires les autres pays étrangers, foreign affairs, et en 2004 il venu premier ministre et political leader, ça c'est Maître Dominica Labour Party et Jean Dijoux, nous ko Dominicains. Et pour moi, comme ministre éducation, nous tous en droit bien contents qui Rod m'a dit pour la vie du want, nous pouvons simplement crier Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, mais nous pouvons crier Dr. Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit.
En même temps, Premier ministre Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit retourné en pays à mardi pendant les beaux partis Dominique teaching on rally en Loney en basse Avio Kenfield. En parole et délivrée, Premier ministre Dr. Skerrit qui a assez Dominique pour servir l'honneur et recevoir pour développement pays et des chaînes d'éducation l'honneur pour pays. Dr. Skerrit dit qu'il continue de travailler avancer la vie dominicaine. Et puis finalement, le ministre de l'Agriculture bien plaisir qui habitants pour l'avantage programme où le gouvernement pour tirer plan fait qui a servi pour revitaliser l'industrie. Parole ça là, sorti hot ministre de l'Agriculture, Honorable Johnson Drango.
Mais nous comptons qu'il y a présent, nous avons assez plantés qui a occupé ces fixes. Et bien, tout de suite, ça va nous plan pour nous abattre d'autres plantés qui sont à l'Afrique. Parce que le programme là, tellement bien. Tout le monde est à l'Afrique à présent. Et bien, nous comptons de ça. Nous comptons qu'ils plantent nous à présent, nous motivation encore pour travailler. Et bien, nous continuons à ministrer pour toutes ces hypothèses là, besoin. Comme ça, nous avons plus de 12 000 sacs fumiers pour planter à passer 3 mois qui passent. Mais actuellement, nous avons fait un 10 fédéraux nous qui a coûté plus de 20 millions de dollars pour faire ces projets. Donc, nous avons travaillé sur ces plantes et puis nous comptons ces plantes qui ont montré nous qui sont même intéressants en ce que nous avons fait.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non, moi, c'est McPherson Luce. Au revoir.
Before we leave, here are a few announcements. The Youth Development Division invites applications from suitably qualified persons to fill the following positions: Computer Skills Instructor for Portsmouth, Computer Maintenance Instructor for Portsmouth, Computer Maintenance Instructor for St. Joseph, Landscaping Instructor for Dublin, and Boat Making Instructor for Castle Bruce. Successful applicants will be contracted for no less than 3 months in the first instance and will be required to begin employment in April 2016. Applicants should be knowledgeable in the skill area and possess a certificate and/or at least 3 years of experience. Interested persons should apply to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Constituency Empowerment. Deadline for receipt of application is Friday, March 11, 2016.
Applications are invited from suitably qualified persons for awards offered the New Zealand Commonwealth and Fellowship Program to pursue postgraduate studies towards a doctor's or master's degree for the academic year commencing February 2017. Applicants should hold the minimum requirements of a first degree with upper second class honors or second class degree and master's degree. Applicants must submit 1 original and 2 photocopies of application form and other relevant documents and curriculum vitae to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development, Government Headquarters, Roosevelt, Dominica. Deadline for receipt of applications is April 29, 2016.
And finally, the Fisheries Division announces the conducting of its 36th Basic Fishermen Training course for new and prospective fishers and entrepreneurs. This course will take place at the Roosevelt Fisheries Complex from Monday 7th to Friday 11th March 2016. Interested persons are asked to visit the Roosevelt Fisheries Complex to register confirm participation by Friday 4th March 2016. Coming up next, your tip of the day. Studies show that today 1 in 5 teens have some form of hearing loss, a rate about 30% higher than it was in the 1980s and 1990s, which many experts believe is due in part to the increased use of headphones.
Most MP3 players today can produce sounds up to 120 decibels, equivalent to a sound level at a rock concert. At that level, hearing loss can occur after only about an hour and 15 minutes. Therefore, it is advised that people should not exceed 60% of a maximum volume when listening through headphones. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm.
Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kimani Serja.
And I'm Kerdisha St. Louis. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.